Member of Parliament for the Bolgatanga constituency in the Upper East region, David APASERA, has filed his nomination to contest in the People's National Convention PNC presidential race. A large contingent of enthusiastic party supporters accompanied the former flag bearer of the party. APASERA submitted his nomination at the PNC headquarters on Tuesday, August 20, 2024. Speaking with Nation One TV, APASERA expressed concerns about the growing monetization of politics in Ghana. He emphasized the need for Ghanaians to prioritize capable leadership over financial incentives, asserting that his campaign would focus on providing the right leadership to address the nation's issues. APASERA also highlighted the resource disparities between the PNC and the two major political parties in Ghana, noting that the latter have access to more resources due to their previous electoral successes. He called for state sponsorship of serious political parties to level the playing field. Our issue is access to resources, and I think it's good that the state should look at sponsoring very serious political parties, he added. The PNC's national executives, led by national youth organizer Mark Ewusi, received APASERA's nomination and extended their best wishes for his campaign. The party has scheduled its Congress for August 31, 2024, where delegates from all 16 regions will converge to select their presidential candidate for the upcoming general election.
It didn't go well, not because it was a failure from leadership. It didn't go well because we came too late. That is one. And as I have told you, politics in Ghana have become monetized. Whether we agree to it or not, that is the truth. And so we came in we were elected 31st of September. And we had just those few months left to build our parliamentary candidates and to go around the whole of this country. Now, this is the first time under my leadership and flag bearership, we were able to give every parliamentary candidate support. We gave our parliamentary candidates 200 printed t-shirts, 2,000 posters, 5,000 minimum, and some had more than 200,000. We wanted to make an impact. And we did our best. We went round as far as we could before the election. Unfortunately, it didn't go well. But I think that it is a general trend, and we need to work ourselves up. And I believe that what I did, if I continue to do that, I continue to raise the issues, it will come to a stage that Ghanaians will appreciate that they don't need to look for money, they need to look for the right leadership, and our issues will resolve. And we are going to offer the right leadership. That's why I'm saying that whether we like it or not, the two major parties, they are close to governance because they have won elections before. So they have access to resources. Our issue is access to resources. And I think that it is good that the state should look at sponsoring very serious political parties. When I say very serious, we have been there in 1992. We've been there, we participated in all the presidential elections. We've won parliamentary seats. We've come to parliament. Now, we never held the seat of government. And so, because of that, we have a difficulty of raising the needed resources. Because whoever is giving you resources is thinking about the opportunity for you to allow him to use or to get contracts or get business, state business, and that's how they get the reward back. We don't have that. So if we don't have that, who is going to do it? We have to rely on, and that is why it has kept this long. That's why it has kept this long. Our other issue is that we got ourselves embroiled in the court court actions, and that was very unfortunate. That, as you can know, the court pronounced us right, and so we are here today. The track record of victory upon victory.
Sure.
I started as an assemblyman, and I won assembly elections until I decided to come to Parliament and relinquish it. I was contested keenly, and before I became the parliamentary candidate of Bolga, it was a keen contest, and I won. And then I won my elections against a sitting minister to become a parliamentary candidate. Yes, and so I don't think that anybody is, that's why I said I didn't want to intimidate anybody. But I have a belief that whoever has tasted my leadership will vote for me. And I think that every region I have an assurance within me that the party members will vote me to be leader. Yes, my supporters, what I would say is that people who belong to PNC are sacrificing so dearly. The sacrifice is not just for PNC, the sacrifice is for Ghana. And this is the sacrifice we need from every Ghanaian. That you don't need to look for anything. You don't need to say, politician, bring me money before I follow you. If PNC members were saying, politicians, bring me money before I follow you, we would have had nobody. And we need Ghanaians to think like that. That you don't need to look for money, you need to look for good leadership. You see, if you look at the Britain, for example, the two main parties, their membership is not up to 5 million. Both the Labour and the Conservatives. No. But they win elections, and the population of Britain is high. Why? They win elections because people sit back and look at them. Let them bring their manifesto. Let's pick on this. When he's not working, not delivering, we take on this one. And that is what happened. That's what we need in Ghana. If we were to do that, we will have good leadership. But once we sit back and say, this is a small party, they have no resources, they have no money, we will continue to wallow in our problems. So I would appeal to PNC members, be encouraged and stay with the party. And I would tell you that it will not be long. It will not be long. Ghanaians and the youth of Ghana will get to know that it is not those who will pull monies for you, but it is those who have the right or the manifesto and the credibility and the personality to carry you out of your problems. I think that we don't have such a disgruntled front as people say. You see, there is an issue of some people trying to undermine leadership. For whatever reason, I don't know. But you see, politics is such that people will employ any method in order to succeed. And so that is what happens. And I can tell you that I have accepted everybody. The last time somebody came and picked funds for my main contender and said leadership has been poor. And I don't know whether he has qualities or leadership qualities, he knows what is. In 2016, I filled my forms, filed. I had everything intact, put there. And the party said they were going to pay for parliamentary candidates. This is the very person who was the organizer of the party. He went and picked my form out of it. They had enough money with the Electoral Commission. They picked my form out of it. They didn't permit me to file. Nobody told me. Before I knew, the filing was over with the Electoral Commission. And who could you say is more qualified to be a candidate for this party? Somebody who has been a candidate and won a regional capital 2 consecutive times. I come to file and you take them off. But when I came, he particularly, I paid his filing fees. I gave him all the support that I talked about. And he came and told me that he wanted a contract to print for other candidates so that he could make money and go on campaign. I gave him contract and he did it and went. Unfortunately, when he went, he never campaigned for PNC. He campaigned for himself and another presidential candidate. And at the end of the day, he got nothing. And came back and said he had resigned from the party. Now, such a person, how can such a person know the right leadership? And I showed maturity, I showed leadership, because I did that. He claimed that he was directed by the leadership of the party to go and take off my form. Bernard Mona contested. I supported him and went and gave money to him at his constituency. But I wanted to contest. I was not looking for money. I was not saying that go and even pay for me. But they took my name out. That is the sign of leadership. That is the leadership I can play. I put paramount the party interest. And I think that if I am the leader of this party, there is no cause for alarm. Everybody will come up.
Thank you very much.
Na Saudi, na gan kaman an raba APASERA gajiyan da ya gaji ya komo ba ke contest. Esa na gan kaman komo ba ke contest ne sa sheni ma na zo zan yi independence sheni gan kaman a'a. Bari yanda shi ya komo bakin nan. Bari zo. Shada da zo party office na gan kaman kowa duka ya an zo ana bida contest shi bayan mafari ya ji jiki ya gaji ya kamata ya enjoy mu. Shada gan kaman an wasu sun mamanda picture ta sam independence nan da zani na because of yan PNC ba gaskiya an mai da mu banzaye an mai da mu wani abu ga kununu ba fadin gaskiya kai mai fadin gaskiya shana bidan a zo a yi maka kai da baka join su kun zama daya a yi cheating a yi fraudulent transaction ba kai ba abokanin su ba esa da na duba kan shi ce a'a no bari in zo kudin na doki zanin contest independence na bari in zo back esa doki support to honorable APASERA even na bude abin ga body care health school daga abin ga Western University. In fact, the nazo honorable APASERA ya registered ya bari mu register each and every region 3,000 forms bari muka print as at now where is araba all the constituency support na zamu doki nike da shi da ni na abubuwan da ke cikin hankali da zamu support constituencies ba mu bari su dry kaman ganyen da ya bushe constituencies za mu ba su organize kansu mu yi musu kaman yanda kowane mu fi parties da yake nan ni ma funtunjuman da na kawo kashi na daga Saudi Arabia da zan dokin taimaka honorable APASERA insha Allah ba mu zama slaves kuma domin me mun zama slaves ya dade tun da na zo PNC party 2012 more than slaves ba ka gan komi ba mai tanyanka ba ka yin komi tun da na zo da APASERA ya zo da sauran manyanmu da suka zo kamar mutane aka doki akara mun gan kanshi amma waɗanda yan baya wai za su stay away su bar honorable APASERA enjoy ne so mu gan kamar mutumin ga yana kokari in ba ka nan ba bai aiki kura all the regions ku doki da ku sa muna ku gan kamar aikin da muka ce za mu yi nan in kanya muke ko gaskiya muke yi. I'm ready to support. I'm standing on my feet to support honorable APASERA inshallah.
Thank you for watching Nation One TV. Kindly subscribe for more news updates.